Howdy y'all, Jeff here. Today's the day, time to get the tires back on this big beast and get it moved to its new home. Stay tuned, it's going to be pretty fun. Time to get started. Today I'm going to be using some of my Milwaukee battery power tools. Going to be using the 1/2-inch fuel impact, and then going to be using the M12 tire inflator, as well as a torque wrench. I'm going to go ahead and get the lug nuts buzzed off of the hubs. I'm going to pull out the tires and start getting them mounted up. Alright, so for removing the lugs, I have this in the middle of the 3 settings. Since I'm just reversing them off, I'm not concerned about too much torque, but definitely when you're going on with the lugs, you don't want to have it in a very high setting because you risk over torquing. So when I go to tighten the lugs to put the tire on, I usually just put it in the very lowest setting, run everything on, and then come back with a torque wrench to torque it to 120 foot-pounds, which is the spec for these that I got from the owner's manual. Okay, so for mounting up these heavy tires, I like having a stool to sit on, and then I can get my toes under the tire and help lift it up and get it positioned to push it onto the lugs. And then I just get everything hand started so you don't run the risk of cross-threading a lug nut on a stud. And then once I get these on, I'll show you how to go ahead and tighten them up with the impact wrench and then come back and get the final torque sequence. Okay, so once again, with using the impact to tighten these, I put on the lowest of the 3 torque settings. So definitely not much force going onto these. And I'm gonna go in a, since this is an 8 lug wheel, I'm gonna go in a plus pattern, top to bottom, right to left, and then come to the one just to the right of the first one, tighten that one down, the one across from it, and then the other 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these, and then we'll come back with the torque wrench and get everything finished up. All right, getting it lowered back onto the ground so I can keep the tire from spinning. Okay, keep going. A little more. Okay. All right, so those are all on the ground now, and so I'm going to go through and use the torque wrench. Like I said, we're going in a double plus pattern here. So that's the top one, bottom one. Right side. Left side. Now I'm going to come to the one just to the right of the top. Okay. Just to the left of the bottom. so I'm gonna go through, I'll finish torquing these other wheels, and then we'll come back and we'll check our air pressures on everything, and get this hooked up to the truck and ready to move. All right, so now I'm gonna be using the Milwaukee air compressor that runs on the M12 battery system. So I love this thing for the RV since I have so many tires. I can, right now I have it connected to the valve stem. So it shows that I've set it to 85 PSI and the tire currently has a little over 73 PSI. So now with it set, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna push the button to start it filling, and then it will automatically shut itself off when it reaches my desired pressure of 85. All right, so the Cyclone is finally in its new home. One thing I learned that I wanted to pass on is I had this plugged into shore power earlier and the batteries were turned off, and I was having trouble with some of the functions on the hydraulic jacks and was messing around with it for a while, and then realized that it's because the battery switch was off. As soon as I turned it on and the pump was getting its full 12 volts, then everything started working. So make sure if you do have yours plugged into shore power that you also have the battery switch turned on, or your hydraulic jack system will not work properly. But got it here into the new home. Now I can get it all polished up. I'm gonna be using some Formula F11 top coat. Gonna be cleaning it all up and then doing the ceramic top coat. So I want to get this thing all shined up. It's been parked outside for a while. I've had to deal with some theft issues, and I want this thing to be secure and I want it to be ready to use so I can actually enjoy it again. That's one of the problems, is trying to find the balance in life, and I'm trying to get there. Trying to get the things I enjoyed doing before I started a business, trying to get them easy to go so I can have fun. I have a great team that supports me here at the business. Now that I've built that, it's time to enjoy things and find that balance again. So I hope you can too. All right, if you found this video helpful, please like, please subscribe to the channel, and please share. Everything really helps. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day.